Salute everybody. Thank you for putting us up today. Because I want to be quick because there's a lot of music going on here at the gala. But we are at the SBR Foundation for Jason Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Let's do one of our videos. I'm going to together really quick. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna put there, whatever. It's beautiful, it's nice in here. Everybody's having a good time. And the little gift boxes we got is everything. And it's got everything in it. It's covered in food, it's a candy box. I'm excited to be here. It's definitely Justin. What's it called? I don't know if y'all can see my shirt, but it's by Nobias. Nobias, thank you for the shirt. That's the particular roster shirt I use. Yeah, girl, Valley. Yes, they rocking the wheel, looking out here. Figure it out. I don't know if they're gonna take the video down, but we are in SBR. Help your hands. I think the win, already hugged the win, of course. Love the lady. It is nice. Let's see if I can go close to this picture. Definitely want to get it on video. You got close up and had nice pictures. Everybody looks super nice, of course. Again, hey Chin, hey Rosemary, hey Big Dr. Lee. Welcome everybody. I'm at the SBR Helping Hands Foundation for Jason Robinson. Again, it's Justice. Justice for Jason. I don't know if I should wait down to get my drink. I gotta be out, so I get to get some drink. So early for me to be getting. I think I'm definitely ready. I can definitely. There's Shank Rock. Shank Rock. Hey. So this is the Rock Squad. Definitely great to see the Rock Squad. And it's still tickets available. It's from 1 to 5. It's at the Basil Art Gallery. So you want to pull up, you know what I'm saying? Get online and purchase those tickets. SBR. Thank you, Big Doctor. Thank you. I hope everybody's having a blessed Sunday. I don't know what I want to call. Got my Justice for Civic Robinson shirt on. Got my Justice into a bag. Somebody know why it is. Justice matters. So y'all hit nobody's shirt, especially for the meet and greet for Ruby for October the 27th to the 29th. Make sure you get your Rock Squad and Justice shirt from nobody. And again, these candy boxes that we got, the SHANQUELLA Robinson candy boxes, are everything. I love mine. I'm ready to start working the room here in a now let me go and Shanquella's mother. Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna turn my camera on. Salute, Shank Rock's over here.
Work. Salute to everybody.
Salute to Devil G. Tell I don't know if you heard me because I'm you know, I'm going to say hello. Y'all gonna go say hello. Hey, Miss Salamandra. How are you? I'm good. Miss Salamandra, guys. Yes, ma'am. Me too. Great is the picture. Miss Salamandra.
Y'all look nice. One more. Y'all look nice.
Alright guys, how to get my picture with Miss Salamandra, of course. I'll catch you in a minute. She said she never hit a picture. You like it?
No, let's go. See how I got y'all?
I mean, we got one right here. I don't know if the light is different. Y'all got y'all. Hey, Cola. They said salute, Shane.
Tell everybody salute.
They said salute, everybody. Hey, Justin, Tria. Again, I'm at the SBR. Healthcare Foundation for St. today. Anytime they do anything, or St. or if I hear this, anybody, kids can work my definitely. And it's super nice here. I hope everybody have a blessed day. Yeah, thanks for playing about it. He's like, it's too dark, it's too dark. Let's go, Shakira. Hey, 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 hey. Big picture of Shanquella yard on the day. Oh yes, of course.
Hello, everyone. They have a film. Y'all are family.
I love the networking. I love the connections that me and Frank have made throughout this process with people. He hosted the march for the pink envelopes to go to Mexico. So I appreciate it. He was like, bring a camera over here. So I appreciate him for, saying want to be part of this live as well. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ron, salute. They are vibing in here. It's definitely a vibe. Everybody looks amazing. And the thing for the Robinson shirts on everything. They turned up. My sister, it's a beautiful day. Hey, Tracy, thank you for pulling up, Tracy. I will be going live again later later on at 6 o'clock. So hopefully me and St. Rock can have our pictures posted. And let me ask St. Rock some questions, guys, while I got him right here. St. Rock, how you feeling at this event right now?
I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling good. I think it's a good turnout. I like the support that the community is giving to Shanquella Robinson and her family. I wish we could get more support. However, we'll take the support that we do get. So I appreciate everybody that turned out in honor of Shanquella Robinson to attend this brunch. Salute everybody. And remember, justice for Shanquella.
Heard from the man himself. He definitely inspired me to do better to get out here and definitely bring work stories and kind of situation. So I'm glad I can be a part of things in his journey of this family trying to get to justice that they deserve. I kept postponing y'all. I didn't like I was working the room. I was getting you know what I'm saying, taking pictures, people want pictures, you know what I'm saying? Shane was wanting his pictures before and you know, talking to Willa and things like that. Hey Nina, right, Nina, justice for St. Phillips, definitely justice for St. Phillips. Yeah. I haven't seen Jennifer Williams yet, but I'm pretty sure, or Tamika, so, but I'm pretty sure they're not too far behind.
You want a drink?
Hey, for everybody that's just tuning in, I'm at the SBR Healthy Hands Foundation for Shanquella Robinson. Of course, I just got to see Miss Salamandra, talk to Queen Love, Miss Gwen Robinson, of course. Lucky Slade and of course, Mario put they did the pink envelope mark for the Robinson family. He put up on the live. Definitely want to be a part of it. So, big up to Mario. Hey, Tamlis, welcome. Yeah, nigga, they are. My sister said yesterday, she said, I love Auntie and Nina. They had a good time with y'all. Kansas said, hey, Shane.
Salute, Kansas. Salute.
He said salute. Hey, Pretty Blake TV, hey, salute. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, happy Sunday to everybody. And there, if you are in the Charlotte area or near, they still have tables available on the for sale. So pull up and join us. This is a great event, beautiful turnout. Everybody is engaged. Again, I'm loving for the church. You know, I just think they was a lot of justice for the church. We ain't gonna do it. Drinks are amazing, but I'm gonna hold off, y'all. Let me show y'all again. This is our guests and VIP. And this full of candy, this is full of everything. Full of tasty. Yes, candy. And don't forget, you guys, make sure you purchase your rock squad. I got the cameraman coming to my face. Let me get my phone. They purchase your rock squad and Justice for SHANQUELLA shirt. It's on Shank Rock's community wall. Don't forget that we're going to do the meet and greet October 27th and the 29th. And it's a meet and greet for Lulu. Hey, Nikki Lynn. Hey, happy belated birthday, Nikki Lynn. I said it, but you wasn't in the chat, but I still definitely shouted you out and so did the Rock Squad. I hope you had a great birthday. Look, y'all, Frank's got to make sure he get his pictures right here. Hey, 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 hey. They just got me. Good shot. Yes, yes.
I want to pose one.
Yes.
Not a candy.
Yes. Okay.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
One and done. Look at that.
I like that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Where will you be posting?
You know, it's gonna be in a gallery that I'm gonna send over to the planner. Okay. And I don't know how she's gonna distribute it. Okay. But if you want, you follow me on Instagram and I can send you it.
Okay. Thank you.
It's GIL.
It is Santana. You start today. What she said, Coach Hart in the building, yeah. We've been 2 steps since we came to the door, guys. He said he's about to drink. Hey, Miss Sharon. Happy birthday, love. Look, I guess I got to use my own ticket. He's in line to sit and drink. Again, let me show you guys this. We're SHANQUELLA Robinson. The drink line is super packed, so I'm gonna wait my turn. I'm gonna let it slow up a little bit. Thank you, Kansas. Thank you. And Kansas, you represent you just because thank you, Nina, just because y'all not here doesn't mean the Rock Squad does not represent, you know, also the other content creators that are trying to bring their sisters and her family. So look to them as well. Y'all are definitely a big part of this movement, Kansas, so don't ever forget that. All of y'all. We are Rock Squad, baby. And ain't nothing they can do about it. Hi. Ribbon's pillow right there. I hope everybody's had a good Sunday as well. And again, I want to give a shout out to the buyers for this beautiful dust. I don't know if y'all can see because it's so dark right here, right? But make sure y'all go get y'all Rock Squad shirt and the shirt. It is on St. Rock Community Wall at a purchase. So, and also they have great tote bags, you know, we want to look great, a little something, you know, especially a change of shoes, baby. So the way my feet are kind of set up, ooh, sad. Hey, over say, hey. Thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank you. She said, salute to Nina Kansas, all the Rock Squad moderators, content creators, everyone in the world. That's what y'all know I'm about to get thankful. And make sure y'all hit that like button. And go check out that live I did yesterday. Why our family posted one. She can comment and let me know what you think about that live. Not everybody that put up in you know what I'm saying? Let us know the number of personal, I can't say what, but personal life after to know how they go. He made sure he got us a good business. I can't wait to see that over. Woo! It's definitely a nice event. I'm loving the vibe. Happy Sunday to everybody. Happy Sunday. And again, if you are in the area, it is still tickets available. We're here until 5 o'clock. Hey, Marty. I definitely gotta get Marty on Kansas and Marty. Thank you. It had to go to my shirt, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love the color coordinator. Gotta color coordinator. But make sure y'all can go over there and check out SHANQUELLA community wall. Make sure y'all go over there to the community wall, purchase your rock squad, and justice for SHANQUELLA merchandise. Especially for the meet and greet and balloon release for October 27th to the 29th. And I hope everybody's doing good. It's going to be super nice. Thank you, Miss Sharon. I appreciate that. Let me turn around so y'all can see the crowd a little bit. I'm off in this corner. Yeah, better look. Oh, now you have to see my shirt. I'm getting all froze up. Let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. I don't even know how to really work this phone. Not going live from my phone. It's different from the computer. The DJ is everything. I need him for my birthday. I mean, Thank Rock is good now. I need these guys. Yes, please hit that like button, share the slide, and subscribe if you haven't already. And feel free to support the channel. Hey, have you seen the podcast? And welcome. Hey. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the podcast. Keep us up to date with all just the loved ones and things like that. And check your areas. You know what I'm saying? She does her lives. Me too, Nina. But check your area. She posts the area and the person and stuff. Because maybe you know, maybe you see, you know what I'm saying? You never know. So please go subscribe to the podcast. Hold on. Just let me know. I'm like, dang, I just don't want to give it out. Without knowing. The bar line is so packed, y'all. Look. I ain't gonna never get this one. That's the line. What you get, Shank Rod?
I got some cranberry lock. I'm off today. So I'm enjoying myself. Today. I ain't partying today. I ain't a content creator today. So I had some fun today.
Yeah, I only go. I know, Marissa, right? Every time I think that the bar line is shut down, you guys, it's like, back on it, but let me give you guys what it is. It's a vibrant. It's definitely vibrant. It's nice. I love the setup. I like it. Yeah, make sure you purchase some membership. Grab a super sticker, a super chat, you know what I'm saying? Keep the channel in the algorithm for us. Oh, there goes Jennifer Williams right there. Oh my God. Look, I'm staying down. Look at Jennifer Williams, y'all. Basketball line. That's what I'm saying. Hey. Yes, it's beautiful. OMG. I don't know if I want to go up to like Jennifer. Y'all don't want to get too fanned out. Yeah, I do want to go up there. Maybe there goes Jennifer Williams on the stage. Yeah. There goes Williams. Let me get it again. There goes Williams. Hey, Julie, go ahead. Got Miss Gwen, the beautiful Miss Gwen, and Miss Williams. Everything, you guys. And like I said, the DJ's right?
Mandela, the change.
Yes, right. Okay. Looks amazing. I think you should go ahead. Just on my regular commentary, you know. True Focus Call, the SBR Health Kids Foundation, they put on for her sister, Justice and Board. Yes, Justice and yeah. Hey, I'm dropping it down. Looks amazing, guys. Wow, so high
I can't drink too much though. Yeah.
Nah, you turned up. Look, I'm up for it. Look, I know how it's gonna go when you get turned, and I'm gonna turn up. Knowing I'm gonna be regretting it in the back. It is. I'm only seeing live on Marty said turn up St. Fry.
Oh, Marty, salute Marty. Rock star, rock star. Yeah. Turn up. Turn up one time.
How you feel about the turn that down, Shane?
Oh, it's definitely a good turnout. As I said earlier, I'm very impressed about the many people that came out in honor of SHANQUELLA Robinson. Of course, we wish that they could have been more, but hey, thousands of people, I believe it's 1,000 people that can pull up. So we're already in the thousands of people that are here at the brunch. So we'll take that 1,000. That lets me know that the people are starting to understand how important it is for us to support SHANQUELLA. That's what that lets me know. It's not how you start the race, it's how you finish it. And the outcome that I see today is letting me see, and letting me know that people are really starting to see just how important it is for us to support SHANQUELLA Robinson and our family.
I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get this with this stuff under this. Yeah, I didn't catch it this time. Yeah, I was trying to get her pictures. We were getting pictures, but I'm not working. I don't know who can get pictures with her. I got my quick pictures with her. With Jennifer. With Jennifer.
Yeah.
Hey, my love. Hey, thank you for doing up this. Love you. They trying to control the movement, y'all. Thanks for controlling my movement, y'all. I'll be sneaking this thing later on. Hey, we going over here. Phyllis making her way. Happy Sunday, we doing over a lot of these for everybody that's tuning in. Happy Sunday. And please hit that like button. Work, everybody. What? Yeah. Oh, there goes Civic, right? Yeah, there goes Civic right there. Okay, we got Civic Valerie in the building. Another big Thanks, so we're gonna hit the pin on and get a picture real quick, guys. Let me turn the camera off. Let me go. We are on the stand, well, up on the stage. It's a beautiful canal. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. Let me get the stage. The canal. Because one of these got to bring things. We can say rock the picture, y'all. Hold on. He always overworking me, y'all. Get Tamika. Yeah. Let me take this Mario guy. Okay, okay. Come this way.
Picture the video.
Back on pictures too. Okay, hold on.
We upload so we
Y'all ready, Mario? Ready, Mario? Oh, hold on. Why my thing in the way somehow? Okay, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, sorry. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I'm all over the place. Yeah, I think Mario was talking about me. I think Mario was talking about me on the low.
What do you say?
No, I was taking this picture. My thumb, y'all was in the way. And my thumb was in the way. I was like, look. Then I couldn't get pictures because you hogging everybody. Come on, man. Like, let's see that. See how he treat me. It's the selfish, just selfish. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like, let me see if Miss Parker want to get pictures. Give me. Thank you, Arissa. Thank you, sis, for the cash app thing. This selfish, guys. No, Marty, no. Let me get some real flavor right here. Got some wind. Wait, I want to pick this too. You can't hear it.
Yeah, that's my phone.
Awesome. Okay. That was my time, y'all. I've been out. I'm probably gonna drink tank drink. I'm probably gonna drink your drink. Dark studied count. Gina, he's selfish, child. Look, I'm be honest. Tank Rock is good. Camera selfish. No. Let me get my drink now. Let me get it right. Y'all, he is being super greedy with the camera. Yeah, I'm on my line. He's like, how you feeling about being at the event right now? This is my YouTube channel, Miss Parker. All right. Hey, Miss Tay. Thank you for pulling up. And happy Sunday to everybody that's coming in. Please that like. I don't know who got drink out. I think the crown. Nah, it's slim down. That's why I'm right here, nigga. Girl, it does slim down a lot. Now it seems to pick up a little bit. What can I get? I want to say. Say. Yep. Where do you prefer it to go with? Pineapple? Yeah, let's do say pineapple. Hey, Jessia. She said, you say with some pineapple. She said it's really good. That's what the bar said. It's like it's giving me a glow, y'all. Like, you can see your whole body off the reflection of my forehead. It's just giving me super huge forehead to light. Maybe my forehead is just big. Yeah, Nina, that's how I got to my grade. Like, it's so damn. Thank you for pulling up, Jessia. It's always good seeing you. Thank you. You say pineapple, guys.
You got your drink on?
I'm at the SBR Helping Hands Foundation for SHANQUELLA Robinson in Charlotte at the Bagala Art Gallery. Right on college. BAGAL Art Gallery. Try to the head, y'all. Thanks, Ross. Me and the people want to know why are you being so camera hoggish right now. I mean, I stand out for, you know. And my son, y'all, I got a picture with my son, okay? Y'all better Google it. See you one night, so. Yeah, Marty, I might. I wasn't going to, but I think I can, Marty. I think I can. I ain't got nothing else to do, but I do need to get my watch out. So I think this is the way of getting my watch out with love is what I'm thinking. And plus, you know, we here for the college, so yeah. I'm gonna say bye for you. And shout out to Stank Rock and the Rock Squad and all other content creators that is keeping SHANQUELLA Robinson's name alive. What it's about a word. You know what I'm saying? So they won't forget it because not getting her justice, they're trying to forget. They're trying to make us forget, and that's just not happening. Thank you, Jessia. And I turned my phone pretty good, so yeah, I think it's good to go. I was trying to get a picture with Philip, but she's going through, posting through, and it's super loud in here, so I wasn't glad to say thanks to them. I was like, picture with me. We can try another one. Hey. know, me and Shank was gonna be polka dotted it out. And my polka dots just wasn't focused. So I was like, let me go to my backup outfit. Let me go to my backup outfit. The first thing I do, I buy a backup outfit. Yeah, just it when it's things like this, events like this, and bringing awareness. That's it, anybody. I'm definitely gonna be outside. I want to be a part of the activist world and go far with it. Yeah, that's Jennifer Wings from Basketball Wives. Yeah. Hey, Sam, my love. I don't know how to turn the camera around to get on this first.
Turn it around. Go ahead and put it on.
Yeah, I wanna go for and get a picture of it. Well, I just wanna get a photo.
You gonna get up close?
Thank Roxbury, take y'all up. Go ahead,
Now I'm gonna let you go up there.
So put it on the stage. Yeah, I think I'm excited.
We wait for Miss Parker to come back. We're gonna wait for Miss Parker to come back. She wants to talk with.
Let me go see. Let me get you guys close. I don't think they got a problem with it. Got Jennifer Williams, Tamika Mallory, my son, of course, the and Robinson on the stage, everything. Hopefully, I get to get some pictures of quality. I had 2 cameras in my hand. I'm trying to go live. Shank on pictures, Mario on pictures. Then Mario was talking about the old woman that I'm trying to do. I see him over. But yeah, y'all can go my time. That was good. Did you get some good pictures of me at my time? That was good. Thank Rock on his pictures. We started studying. Let me see mine. Thank you for pulling up there, my love. Okay. Then I was teasing like I was acting stupid because I heard okay, change it to my picture. I'm gonna post to my computer. Yeah, get those likes up. Thank you, Marty. Thank you so much. Okay, the DJ's everything. Yes. Let me get her. I don't know if y'all can see her in that cup, but she is everything. She is getting. I'm definitely gonna see her. It's my birthday. I need her. I ain't saying it's like a kid. I'm not saying Shank ain't good, but not like and she's up for dance club. But for her, she is vibing. Welcome to Miss Parker's Neighborhood. Please hit that like button, share it out, and don't forget to subscribe. If you like the channel, the Cash App is Kim to be happy. Again, thank you, Arista, for the Cash App. Appreciate you so much. I love you. I just saw my little hurry. But first, I couldn't mess up her vibes, but I just. Hey. You hitting so many buttons right now. Look up her working, y'all. She is busy. That is the Man, Jennifer Shoes is everything, y'all. I mean, my God. I've never seen nothing like that. Yeah. I know I'm from the world because again, the way my ankle set up. She is mean. Shake Rock, do you think this DJ's better than you, or you? How you feeling?
Nah, ain't no DJ better than the old man. And this DJ got it going on, but ain't no DJ alive better than the old man.
Love me about town and how, but you still have love for me, girl. You love me now. Love me about town and how, but you still have love for me.
I see some new bruh. Yes, so let's go, Shane. Y'all can't tell him nothing. Y'all can't tell him he's not Denzel right now, y'all. You're... Let's go, Jessica. We got chicken and waffles, whipping cream. Got people going to join. I think I'm gonna go talk to my son and ask him how he's feeling about the thing. Yeah. Let me go talk to my son, guys. Let me bring one first. My son. So I'm on my YouTube channel, and I was just wondering how you feel about the band, the turnout.
Beautiful, you know, I'm looking forward to hearing the band over. Still music doesn't such a color, so like they said, punching with a purpose.
Yeah. And what do you think we can do more? Like, I mean, what more can we do? Because, I mean, we're just not getting the justice we want. We're you know, pulling hosting these events, and it's like, it's falling on deaf ears. And, I mean, what more can people like my subscribers do?
Everything's about constantly consistent with, you know, a lot of people that just like we understand this thing, you know, for years, over and over, you know, looking from the best people. Finally, we got somebody who's self-respect, right?
Yeah.
she didn't forget about it. So I believe that the right person here, they want to do justice.
Thank you so much, my son. Again, y'all, that's my son. My son, I'm fan down. I'm fan down. Thank you. Y'all Google my son. Y'all hear me? Thank God I'm working the room today. You hear me? Look at these. But tell us a little bit about my contract, Rob, because I'm familiar with it, but
My son pretty much has always had boots on the ground at a lot of these marches, a lot of these rallies, a lot of police brutality cases as well as others. So my son is definitely street justice fight. He always has boots to the ground. So make sure y'all go check him out. He's very credible in my eyesight.
you got Mike Noriega and all of them talk about my son. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like so happy that he, you know what I'm saying, hollered at me, you know what I'm saying, on my podcast. I'm super excited. I'm so hyped. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you. Hey, Quilla. I don't know if I want to be on.
I always say,
Yeah, I don't want to really get Quilla. He said he love you like cake. Y'all know I love cake. Don't start talking about cake. Yeah, my song. Hey. Valerie. Tamika, real quick, I'm on my YouTube channel. How do you think the event has turned out today?
Oh, it's beautiful. I love to support the family. And I love that they are, you know, not just sort of stopping in tragedy, but they're pushing through and they are stopping with something that's really important. So many young people really don't know how to identify those big friends in their lives.
Yeah.
And if y'all have experienced that, and I think what they're doing is really good. So it's really just staying in the organization of the kids is so important. So I support them in that. You know,
that was Tamika Mallory, you guys.
You always
How am I supposed to make your pictures right? Like, I think Shane Rock is using me for his photography. It's like, what you got going on? But make sure you get me in the limelight. Like,
Miss Parker always get my picture dark.
that was Tamika Mallory, y'all. Google, you know what I'm saying? Big activist, big African American activist, all around the world, known all around the world. I also got Tamika in Washington. We went there for the Justice for Quilla. Yeah, let me get a picture with Quilla with you guys. Hold on, I'm leaving y'all right here.
See how you like, see how you see y'all face.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying?
You just smell like that, though.
Yeah, I got you gotta get a full face, you gotta get that distance. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Come on.
I think you can fix it so nice too. Oh, you can't adjust it on your phone. It don't got a brightness to it. You got an iPhone. I'm on an Android. See, Obama's better than y'all. My Obama phone be getting good pictures, clean pictures. Yeah, I got a picture with clean with y'all. I didn't like my smell. Thanks, see, people want to talk about this, but he always give me when I'm smelling too hard. Too hard. Yeah. Now, in that picture with Will, I look like a fat kid love cake. You're Marty said, Tank Rock, tell Tank Rock, don't forget to tell about our meat. Marty put the ingredient in my lap, please. Thank you. I'm joking. Jesse, who? You already know. Obama been working fine for me. Hey, Positive Vibe, hey, sis. Hey, so prolific. Thanks for coming through. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me, please. Welcome to the Sparkle Neighborhood. Please hit that like button, share it out, and don't forget to subscribe. If you like to support the channel, there goes my cash. That's Salamandra right there, guys. We had 2 crowds of people on here. I've had my son and I've had Tamika Bell. That's busy. I know I am. I can't wait to get back out to Cali and everything. Hey. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get them. Hey, Jennifer. Can I get a picture of you, please? Welcome up there. Hold on, guys. I'm going to Jennifer Williams. Your school got everything. Oh, thank you. This is my YouTube channel, Jennifer. How you like that man that turned out? How do you like the men that turned out? Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, I'm just thank you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Jennifer. That was Jennifer Williams, you guys, from Basketball Live. You want one too? Okay. Thank God I didn't get the bum rush for that picture, y'all. I told Tank Rock I'm working the room. Period. Hey, got Jennifer Williams. Hey. I'll beat it up. Hey. I'll beat it up. Thank you, bro.
Yep, Nina, look, I got to finish the point. Say, hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. You can't tell this man nothing. You can't tell him nothing. Love him alive, y'all. Love him alive. She is everything. Y'all heard me. Appreciate Jennifer Williams, Tamika Mallory, and my son for pulling up on this live today. That was epic for me, guys. Everything. And I hope everything for y'all too. Y'all know I'm still working on learning how to question and what questions, but the turnout was everything. We haven't seen a big turnout, at least I haven't anyway. So this is everything. It's for a good cause. It's SBR, helping hands. You know what I'm saying? Justice for Shanquella Robinson Foundation. You know, for the injustice and bullying of this young lady. Marissa said, "Go Shay." Look at Drake giving y'all done. I'm gonna get one more. I'm sweating like crazy, y'all. I think I'm gonna give me one more drink, babe. Are you drinking yours?
Good. I got a sip on mine.
Okay.
I ain't gonna put you down.
It is. Hey. Yeah, I'm definitely whew. I didn't know how much I love cake until Shay started taking a picture. Ooh, damn. Are you recording Shay Rod? Hey. A little sweat, y'all ain't never hurt nobody. I'm trying to I need to move. You know, move from this muscle. It's justice for Shanquella Robinson. Justice for Shanquella Robinson. All day, guys. Are you live, Shank Rock?
No, I'm just recording.
Yeah, he always trying to get sides out of bad angles. He talking about light. He always trying to get my cake roll angles, y'all. I got some cake roll angles, you know. Stop. Yeah. Well, with your tickets, Nina, you got a free drink. You got the let me show y'all again. You got Shanquella's name on it. And there's plenty of candy and marshmallows. It's really cute. It's really pinkish. It's everything. Y'all, Shank Rock shopping. Look at it, y'all. Look at it. Look at Let me get the DJ real quick, guys. You everything. Hey. It is big, y'all. It's everything. It's turned out beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's everything up in her. So, you know. Look, thank you, Miss Salamandra. She look at it, she over working with it. She doing her thing. Thank God. I was like, hey. Yep, thank God, Miss Salamandra, man. She come home this time. She was amazing. But the Peace and getting it on and they keep it on it. So what you gonna do? You don't love the hoes. And Miss Salamandra got hit. Yeah. Hey, go Miss Salamandra. She's getting it. Hey. Hey, that's that cool mama. Look, thank you, give Miss Salamandra this damn year. Go Miss Salamandra, okay? Look at St. Rock. You ain't missing out on nothing. Hey, this is what it's about. Let's go, Miss Salamandra. Let's go. Thank you that you said. He is big. He is. I told y'all he big that you said. Okay, look. Let's go, Miss Salamandra. I know that's right. Hey! I won't drop like the lights off because I might not get up. And it's thankful of Mama, y'all. It's time. It's finally time to see how it happens. The last few times we have seen this come on. The grief in the face of the world. I told y'all he's greedy with that camera, y'all. He's greedy with that camera. Look, nigga said thank you. Yeah, he is. That's right here. You can't tell nothing. It's greedy, guys. Yeah, she's celebrating her baby girl. And she too. Like I said, the last time we got me and Miss Salamandra up close and personal at that. The grief in her eyes, the loss of her child, not getting justice for her child. It was hard for me to look at her, you know, as a mother. I was so emotional. I'm even lucky that we got the commentary that we did because I was so emotional watching Miss Salamandra. But now to see her having a good time behind me is everything. This is what it's about. You know what I'm saying? This is a celebration of life. A great foundation has been started for the injustice in community in behalf of Civic name, and that's what this is about. Y'all make sure I hit that like button for me. Nina, don't be, you are just a part of, you just might not be here this week, but you are here and celebrate this beautiful moment. You know what I'm saying? Miss Salamandra dance, celebrate, you know what I'm saying? Because she knows justice is here. We come out and support these kind of foundations, and we keep standing up there. People like St. Rock, even Cafe of Knowledge and all those other kinds of creators, we stand her name. We are going to get the justice that is deserved. I'm not knocking no content creators, keeping her name alive in a positive way. Thank you, Nina. Y'all make sure y'all put up some praying hands and say justice for SHANQUELLA Also Justice for Isaiah Alley out in Milwaukee. Shot in back of his head for stealing a Debbie cake. Also, Beauty, a young lady named Beauty Cow in Atlanta. Prayers to her family. Prayers to the families in Florida. A racially hideous crime had happened where 2 people had lost their lives because the blue man did not like black people. So he went to Dollar General and took those lives of those people, and he was so selfish he took his own life. Let's pray for those families as well. If anybody, wait, let me stop y'all. I'm sorry, but anyway, let's keep all these families in our prayers, please. You're a problem. Hey. Thank you, Jessie. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's keep saying her name. Keep her name alive for me, guys. This is bigger than what we say. Because if she's having a problem getting justice for her daughter, what about our children? What about our sisters too? I'm only feeling the liquor, y'all, really, because I haven't really ate anything. I know that. So I know I'm going to be in trouble with that. I told y'all the ball line, boy, it gets better. When you think, you know what I'm saying? Thanks everybody for those prayer hands. We are here for that girl on that stage, that picture, in Colorado. Yes, so bad 5. I'm gonna try to stay live as long as possible. I don't know anybody by name. I can't think of
Still loud.
You probably tell them I did it. Big said we can thank you, Steph.
Oh, you was recording when I was there?
But I told y'all this is something more. This greedy at its worst, boy. Hey. I want to pick up everybody. Hold on, guys. Let me get that picture out. So I get my picture up Okay, hold on. They look like they being greedy too. Hey. Okay, let me get some pictures, y'all. Hold on, guys. Let me get my pictures up here. Y'all gonna be in my pictures too. You want to do one? You want to do one more? Okay. Yeah, I bet he didn't take number pictures of my stomach. Did you get me all the way up, or did you just get my stomach?
I got you.
When you say that, it just be my stomach.
Why would I do you like that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you trying to tell everybody my cake pack, my cake roll.
Now, why would I do Miss Carter like that? I wouldn't do you like that.
It's the shape for me, y'all. It's the shape. I thought pictures were supposed to be on your face, right? But every picture I done seen this below, like, God, what you doing? What you trying to say? Why you taking pictures of my stomach?
And your stomach, do y'all see her stomach?
Now that's a good one. That's a good one. Jesse is the husband do that too. It's like they be trying to send us a message like, hey.
Nah.
Yeah, bro, the same. Shake Rock. Every picture he got of me, it's face down. I'm like, dang, where my face? You can see me Salamandra, but you can see my eight belly rolls. Like, Shake Rock, but then he'll go, babe, you didn't get my shoes. Yeah, the DJ's everything, y'all. Jesse, yes, bro. Shake Rock just don't want y'all to know he be shady like that, but he do. That's the shade he know, though. He don't say it, but he do. The pictures, you know, they take 50,000 words. That's what he do for me. Babe, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go upstairs, storm the balloons.
I'm gonna go where?
I'm going upstairs so I can show them the balloons.
All right, good.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna show y'all everything. I need one of them drinks. He did Rob, but Rob, look, don't forget you rock squad, so y'all gonna take up for Shank Rock. Just seeing them rock with me for more 3 seconds. So I know Rock Squad gonna see things different. But you know, I'm gonna let it slide this time, Rod. Okay, this is this upstairs. Thank you, Jean. We took some pictures here earlier. I just want to show y'all how good that was. That's how beautiful the ladies are today. Everybody is so pretty. I know, Ron. I know. I know. But I just wanted to go upstairs. Well, they did have little cakes and stuff right here with SHANQUELLA's picture on it. It was super nice. Then we got the VIP section. It's upstairs over here. So, yeah, Ron, girl, don't be mad at me. I'm pissed. Y'all know I'm gonna give Shank a hard time whenever possible. Hey. Y'all don't believe it or not, I can't dance. I only got rhythm in my wrist. That is horrible. Shank Rock be sliding everywhere. Like he got on tattoos and some old stuff. Don't think snapping on me is my ring. They did a beautiful job with the video. Yeah, it was a nice setup. Look, y'all, I didn't even know how to hit the comments to make this up on the screen. Hey, I'm tapping my shoulder, thinking you gon' get you some, like some fragrance, but I won't give it away. Go Tamika, day to day, you can always thank you, Dean. I appreciate it. Hold on. your lies ain't working now. Look to turn your left. I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. Thank you. I love y'all so much. Y'all gotta see Shank pictures for mine, fam. Y'all be sure to take his community wall out and tell me.
So we're going to start the panel at about 3:30. We're going to let these beautiful young ladies get some food on this time. Okay? Just hang around momentarily.
I'm gonna let y'all hear the speech too. I still got to do some on my phone. And violating me. And take it to the street. Day to day. Hey! See, this the type of song make you go fight you, man. I can't listen to this when I'm drinking.
The big dude that was dancing in the blue, that's the Solomon the drum.
Okay, okay. Baby, can you believe I got Jennifer Williams lifetime? And to be Melanie in my book. Effie, guys. And I got 2 steps in St. Rock. Hey. Miss Alamanda 2-step and who? Shaking the tail feather, this epic you guys.
Working while I just stand still.
Thank you. Thank you, Rissa. Yeah, just for the Robinson guys. How you feel right now?
I feel good. I started out right. That was a nice turnout.
Hey, Lady Fred. Is that shape from the grass? Hope all is well, Lady Fred. I got 15 minutes. I'm going to go outside and smoke real quick. My bad. You want me to take the candy to the car while I'm out there?
Yeah. Oh, you going to the car?
Yeah, well, I'm going outside anyway.
All right, good. I hope my phone stay sharp.
Yeah. Let me get a napkin. All of these napkins, I'm taking some of these. Drink up. Hold on, guys. Work with me. It's okay. We all try to make it up and down the stairs. I'm glad I did not wear heels, even though I can't anymore. I got so many heels gotta give away right now. I think it's why I stopped wearing them and stuff. Give me a second, guys. I want to come back in. I want to get these boxes out. It's okay if I step outside for a second, right? If you have to stay in. Okay. I'm coming right back in. Huh? Yeah. Oh, then keep it. Yeah, please. Can I still step outside on the screen? Well, she said it was gonna mail, so we're gonna keep those behind the bar. Whoo, child. That's all I can say. Girl, when you shaking the tail feather, you get hot. You hear me? I know I'm hot. How's everybody doing today? Happy Sunday to everybody. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, Letty Fresh. Oh, let me get this, the empowerment brunch. They had little programs and stuff. Our mission is to help individuals and their families struggling with mental health or have experienced bullying or tragedy to attain stability and self-sufficiency with empowerment, education, and financial assistance. Okay, okay. Tamika Mallory speaks at 3:20. Swan speaks at 3:40. 4 o'clock the social hour and 5 o'clock ends the event. But this is where we're at. I don't know if y'all can see, cause I know I can hardly see. Okay, Lady Fresh, come back. We can't wait for you to come back. It is hot. I hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful Sunday. It is beautiful. It's super hot here. I just had to come outside and take a smoke break and chill. I've been standing up for quite some time now. Have you been inside? How do you feel about the event today? Yeah, great turnout. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had it. Look, my head just stopped hurting. I have been taking Excedrin for migraine. When I say you don't think you got no edges, the Africans tell you differently, and they snatch you back. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Make sure if you just now coming in, catch the replay. You know what I'm saying? I had some celebrities, definitely some great activists. Hit hit my panel and stuff like that, and share how they felt about today's events. It was great, epic. There's some great people in the building, and I'm super proud of today's event, and I'm happy to be here with the family. I'm always, happy to be around Jen Phillips family. They're very good people. And people think it's about clout when it's really not. It's just really basic support because we got to put ourselves in their shoes and say, when we want people to take a stand and fight for justice, if we couldn't get the justice we needed for our child, I know I would. You know what I'm saying? I know I want people to turn up and show out and show me that they care, that I'm not alone in a situation like this. Okay, Arissa, okay. I know how you do things on the weekends, grandbaby. Yeah, please make sure y'all share this out. Please share this live out so other people can bring awareness, because we're not established in every sector, you know what I'm saying? And I know everybody has heard, but maybe everybody isn't as educated as we are on this case and stuff like that. And it'll definitely get more people to do the right thing by Shanquella and also our justice system. We definitely have to start being able to get justice in the justice system because even if it was Arissa, Lady Fresh, Jen, Jessia,
Marty, Raw, any of y'all, I would do the same thing for y'all. And hopefully y'all would do the same thing for me as well.
How are you?
Good. How do you feel like the event has turned out today? The turnout? Yeah, yeah, it is. I'm super happy to be here, and this was huge. This for a good cause. I'm talking to everybody. I ain't got Shank Rock around to hog up the camera. She got her super fan, you guys. Y'all heard me. She got her good fan, honey. I used to say that when I was young. I'd be like, are we stealing if we take the church fans from the church? Are we stealing? Do y'all think so? Do y'all consider that stealing when we was young? We used to take the church fans. I'm older now, so I'm just now really thinking about that after seeing her with her fan. Like, was we stealing? But this beautiful area as well, you guys. Got the waterfall. Got good eateries right here. I'm super hyped. I was just a little hot in the building. It's good air, but it's still hot. So we're gonna go back in, join Shank Rock. There'll be Tamika Mallory will be speaking here in a few minutes. I'm super excited to hear what she has to share with us. Yes, Marty, I love y'all. I love our show. Yep, yep. Thank you, thank you. How do y'all feel about the event today, ladies? This is my YouTube channel. How do y'all feel about the event today? How do y'all feel about the event today and the turnout?
I think it's a great turnout. It's a great event for a great cause. Thanks with the family.
Okay. How do you feel about it? And for my subscribers, what do you think they can do more to keep SHANQUELLA's name alive and her fight for justice?
Things like this.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much. So that was one of SHANQUELLA's family members. So I'm trying to get up and close and personal with some family members and see how they feel because this will hopefully shed awareness to get other people to come and join us for things like this and be a part of the event. I'm about to go two-step with Shane. Hey! I got to be careful on the step side. Do the same fry, do the same fry, do the same fry.
Where my keys, man?
I got them right here. She put the chocolates up front because she said they would melt in the car.
Put them up front.
Yeah, you want to keep them in here? Yeah.
You didn't even go to the car. You didn't even go to the car.
No, she said it would melt in the car, so I just set up on the balcony. You got the rock bottle in here?
I'm calling it.
Shank has talked to Miss Salamanca's brother. So I'm pretty sure he's coming through for later on for you guys. You know, big salute to Shank Rock for definitely keeping Squilla's name alive. Keeping Squilla's name alive. You gotta make sure I said it right, Squilla. Make sure I get it right. Salute to everybody that's doing with us today and St. Croix. Thank you guys so much. You're welcome, Rob. Thank you guys. Again, we are at the SBR Helping Hands Foundation for SHANQUELLA in honor of her name for injustice support. Let me go back up here. I want to get one more picture of SHANQUELLA up here on this picture. That's why we're here. It's what today is about. Keeping her name alive. And the justice for her and her family. Her family up there. We have great turnout over here in the corner as well. They are vibing. She is the reason why we are all here today. I think St. Croix is tipsy, y'all. Y'all be quiet. St. Croix is tipsy?
I'm good.
Why? Y'all, St. Croix is super fine today, y'all. He is so handsome today. It is brown. Let me get that bright light out of y'all face. Sorry, y'all. No justice, no peace, y'all. Also pray and justice for Isaiah Allen and his family. 11 children died back in the head for still in a Debbie case. Another black crime. A felon with a handgun. Just got out of penitentiary for murder. And Isaiah Allen is no longer with us. So y'all go check out Shake Rock and Pocahontas video. Pocahontas was on front line for him. You know, see, these videos don't get out there. These videos don't get the recognition that they need when they're trying to, you know, bring the word to somebody's life and take it in a horrific way. You don't get the shirt, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to bring celebrities to my camera to make my videos go viral or bring the word. You know what I'm saying? I really do this for a cause. That's saving our kids, lives, things like that. So, take rock and breathe, y'all. Listen to good little speech. I was fanned out, but it was still for a good cause. He honestly took a good picture of us. That was really good. He took a good picture of me.
Yeah, that's why I wanted that.
He didn't get my fat roll like he did. He actually took 10 pounds off of me. That chicken walk the food was good though. You recorded, right? I recorded it. Again, thank anybody that hit that like button for me, that shared the live out, the Cash App. Don't forget you can also grab a membership, grab a super sticker, super chat. So just hit that like button is enough for me. That means more to me than anything. And for the people that's been rocking out, Nina, you've been freaking. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna have to go back and edit this video. Put Tamika Melody, Jennifer Williams, my son. Thank you for my beautiful melanated people for pulling up and showing me love. I didn't even say. Yes. I was living in the life. Let me get you guys.
Thank you for coming out and showing us support. This is such a blessing. This has warmed my heart to see this many people come out. First off, I am Quilla, the founder of this foundation. I am SHANQUELLA Robinson's older sister. I started this foundation to honor and acknowledge her legacy. and not to just celebrate her on her anniversary of her death or her date of birth, but with this foundation, we're able to celebrate her every day.
It's okay. Take your time, Quilla.
Okay. So if you know me, you know that I do not like to stand and speak. I hate to do interviews and I don't want to do press conferences. But that has been a part of our fight. So guess what I'm going to continue to do?
Let's go, Quilla. Fight.
Those individuals on that trip tried to build my baby's life, but I'm going to continue to make sure that it shines and that she gets celebrated.
Let's go, Quilla.
I want to acknowledge a couple of women that are here today. Two of them helped me choose this venue, and they did the decor here, what made this establishment look even beautiful than what it already was. They have been a blessing to this foundation and a blessing to me, Morgan, Robinson, and Robbie. Also, I know you haven't heard it in a while or you haven't seen, but we are still fighting for her justice. We're going to exhaust every possibility that there is, so yes, we are still fighting. To my team, that is Dolores McMurray, Keisha Hooper, and Kiara Greer, I get on their nerves. That should be my little sister the same way. That's the only thing she ever tell me, I'm getting on my nerves. To the panel that's getting ready to come up here, I want to thank Jennifer Williams, my basketball wife.
Let's go, Jennifer.
And my two favorite chicks, that's Sue Ann Robinson, the family attorney, and the queen of the movement. I like to say that, the queen of the movement, Tamika Mallory. These two ladies are busy in their careers and in their lives, but they always come and stand with me and answer my call. And I just want to tell them thank you. Tamika will call you back a few hours later, but and I have Sunshine Anson up here, who is a close friend to the family.
Yes. Listen, it's an absolute honor for me to be here with you all today. I am here in support of the family, not just the family though, some very close friends, very best friends of SHANQUELLA. We hear everyone in the media talk about, oh, these are her friends, these are her friends. You know, y'all, sometimes we have a lot of friends, right? Then sometimes we realize that people are really just associates.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people. So really, sometimes the older I get and the wiser I get, you go to the root of your relationships with people. You figure out how do we get friends? Are we really friends? What does friendship really mean? I'm here in support of Dee and Nana. You might be familiar with the two of SHANQUELLA's very best friends, but we're not on the trip with her. I got a call from my very best friend, Mimi Panther, who is also here today. Mimi is stepmom to Dee and Nana. I've known these two young ladies for a very long time. I know their father. Like I said, Mimi is a good friend, one of my best friends. So when she called and said, what can we do? Who can we call? I reached out to one of my good friends, John C. Barnett, who couldn't be here with us today. He's in Mississippi having some other things. I'm sure that you guys are familiar with John. Shout out, of course, to our own Mario Black, who is here today. Always up for the fight.
Yeah.
And so I just want to make it clear about here. Also, staunch follower, supporter, Mallory and my son who are here today until freedom. I love you too. I love you too. We're fighting for SHANQUELLA Robinson. We're fighting for Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
We're fighting for Black women, for our respect, for our freedom, for justice, for animals. And so, whatever I can do, whenever I can be here, I'm always going to make myself available to the family, to Tamika, to whatever it is that you guys need. I'm always going to show up differently. When I'm not here, it's only because I'm working. We have some other beautiful people that are here today. I wish I could remember this young lady's name, Miss Candy and Beth. I want to recognize the two of you. You may have seen them walking around the room talking to different people. They're working on the docu-series. We have to do everything in our power to make sure that we keep this young lady's name in the light, in daily light. I'm going to say one more time before I get off the microphone because I said this to y'all at the church. And I'm going to get back on my job too when it comes to my social media. We haven't forgotten. It may be quiet, but we haven't forgotten. I'm going to start posting their pictures again every day. What we call them the Cabo Six. Yes,
Yeah.
we don't always focus on SHANQUELLA. But we got to focus on those that did this awful crime. I'm going to start posting their pictures again and tell y'all, like I said, at the church that day. Don't nobody want to hang out with them. Don't nobody want to go to church with them. Don't nobody want to go to dinner with them.
Amen.
Don't nobody want to go on trips with them.
Yeah.
We got to keep reminding people who they are.
Yeah.
Where they are.
Let's go.
What they did.
Yeah.
Okay? So, get on your job, Queen City. Let's get back to posting. Is that what we call them with the Cabo Six?
No justice.
No peace.
I'm talking about their cities. I saw the news pop up on somebody at their job. Keep popping up, and when you see them in the streets, call them out, and then everybody up in the grocery store, murderer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate you saying that because there's so much that I want to say, but my lawyer dies tonight.
Listen, shout out to Attorney Robinson.
Yes, let's go, Swain.
Thank you. Y'all tell us what to do. I don't move until Tamika or Ms. Suwaye tell us. When y'all say move, that's when I don't move to you. So I'm waiting on y'all. And I'm not waiting because Tamika said, don't wait. Do what we can do in our own cities. Do what you can do in your own communities. Let's keep SHANQUELLA's name alive.
Yeah.
And you know what? Don't worry about standing up. We got your back. We're going to hold y'all up.
Yeah.
Tell us where to be and what time to be there, and we're going to hold y'all up. All right?
I know that.
Okay, I love y'all. Let's enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get the panel back up here and get started.
Tamika Mallory coming to the stage, guys. Dwayne Robinson, guys. Ladies look amazing. That's right, Marty. No justice.
Sunshine. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started now. I'm gonna walk around. If you would, you can raise your hand if it's something that you want to ask the panel. Just kind of lift your hand up, let me know. I'll come over there and let you get to your question.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for supporting this family. Shout out to Miss Moody! And I actually wrote a letter to SHANQUELLA. I do that with most of my cases because unfortunately, a lot of the times I don't get to meet my clients until they're passing. And so any letter I give to them, you have her mommy, her sister, and I told her that they're here working so hard for her for justice, and that they're so proud of her and love her so much. So I appreciate everyone in here. Give yourselves a round of applause. Shout out to all the beauty products and the clothes. Y'all are here. Y'all did not come to play with us on a Sunday. I love it. I love it. Yes. So I know that, I always say how I'm so proud to represent this family and to work with them and how they're dealing with obviously a tragic loss and a changing dynamic in their lives and their family, but at the same time being thrust into the public eye, like Paula said. She doesn't like to speak publicly. We have to hang around with me and Tamika, unfortunately, and do press conferences because we're working very hard to fight for justice, which is an extremely political process if you're a Black woman in America. And they do it with such grace and keep it together and represent. And I never have to worry when they have to do an interview because they always do well and they always speak well. And I think it's part of, being a strong Black woman and being a strong Black mom to stand in that gap. And I want all of us here to recognize also it is a traumatic time. Make sure that we're praying for them because they are going through a hard time and wrapping it up in a beautiful package for you guys. Okay? So just understand that there's always a vulnerability there and just be gentle and pray for them. Okay? So let Ms. Wanda talk.
Just thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. To celebrate the life of SHANQUELLA because she's no longer with us anymore. They, child's life. They sell each other. They won't sell each other.
Yes, I know that's right.
Yeah, justice for her. And we will be, as long as I got breath in my body, we will be fighting for SHANQUELLA.
That's right.
And I appreciate it. Each and every one. Hey everyone. How y'all doing? Listen, give yourselves a real serious round of applause for celebrating SHANQUELLA and also for supporting this family. My name is Tamika Mallory, and I am so proud of me. Let me tell you why I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me because I know when and who to support. And I knew that SHANQUELLA Robinson's family deserved our support. And sitting in this space today, seeing all of you makes me feel like I did the right thing because we're not alone. We have troops. We've got people on the ground. We've got boots on the ground and folks who are actively engaged in fighting for SHANQUELLA. And it makes me feel like, one, we're not alone, but also the struggle for Black women is real. And there are so many who understand that shoulder to shoulder, we have to stand up for, fight for, and be a voice for Black women. And so I am so grateful to all of you for being here because it's easy. And I work with many families, and I'm sure that Robbie, don't go away. Robbie, come back. Come right back. I work with a lot of families that they hide or they go into a place of depression, which is understandable. All of us, we understand, or at least I know that if this was my child, I'm not sure. Even as this activist and people, I'm an organizer, I'm a leader, some people say, and I am out there. And yet, if something happened to my child, I don't know how I would respond. And so to see them walk out into the world and be there to fight and to stand alongside other families and to learn so quickly about this movement, knowing that
government they've been paying taxes to, the government that they support, people they probably voted for. I don't want to ask you to vote for Joe Biden, but I'm gonna assume that you didn't vote for the other side. But anyway, that no one has done anything. No one has done anything for their family, and to still be out here pushing forward, and to plan such a fabulous time for all of us to get together. I'm really proud of them, but I'm also just so, I'm just so happy and and I know it's not the space to say you're happy, but I feel very proud today to see all of you that you did not allow this event to fail because you all wanted to be here to support this family. So let me just say again, thank you all so much for coming. Then I want to say about my friend Robbie Guzman. She snuck away again and she's doing it on purpose. She doesn't want me to talk about it. Robbie. Please come back there. Oh my God, Robbie. That's behind the couch. Behind the couch. Right, Robbie. So let me tell you how I met Robbie. For people who don't know, I was a very young woman when Sean Bell was shot and killed by police in New York City. How many of you remember Sean Bell? He was shot at 41 times. I think it was 41, 50 rounds. Okay, 51 rounds into the car that Sean Bell was in on the morning of his wedding while celebrating, and he was out with his guy friend. They were having their bachelorette celebration before his wedding. And in the car were two other individuals. So Sean Bell died, but there were two other individuals. One was a brother named Trent Bitterfield, who was also shot. And then it was Joe Guzman, who is my brother and dear friend. And Joe was shot 17 times, 16 times. So he had 16 bullets in him. By the time that we got a call in the morning, at the time I worked for Reverend Al Sharpton, and obviously we were very, very active in New York. We got a call that that Joe was chained to the bed in the hospital. Still, hours after being shot, he was chained to the bed with the bullets in him. And at the time, my organization, they went, Reverend Sharpton and others went to the hospital and had to demand that he be unchained. He had handcuffs on hands and feet in the hospital. And I don't know if you've ever met Joe. Some of you, I'm sure, have seen it. But Joe's a big guy. So being chained to the bed in the hospital while he was probably already in pain, and obviously he has these 16 bullets, but that's a real uncomfortable situation. And so I met Joe, and we became close, very close quickly. I stood with Joe while the courts, we went into a courtroom where there was supposed to be an indictment of officers, and instead the judge took the opportunity to talk about Joe's whole life and to say all these very negative things about him, as if Joe was responsible for being shot at the way in which he was and for Sean Bell's murder. And eventually Joe left New York. He came to Charlotte. He met Robbie Guzman, or Robbie at the time, McNair, who became Guzman because the two of them are husband and wife. And she became my sister. And so for many years, I've been calling Robbie, asking her to do all kinds of ridiculous things. Some things. I call her and ask her to do a lot of things. And she does it, and does it with great integrity. She is a hard worker. She has impeccable style and class. In fact, Jennifer, I brought you here years ago to be with, to do something for Robbie and Joe that they were doing. Right, so it's been years that we've been supporting Robbie. And when I called her and asked her to help with this family, she was like, she didn't say, maybe I'm gonna think about it, I'll call you back. I didn't have to call her 2 times. She said, yes, I'm going to do it. And she helped to turn this space and this, which would have been your brunch, correct, into an opportunity for SHANQUELLA to be celebrated and for the organization to be uplifted. So I want to make sure that people know, because unless we tell the story in detail, it looks like maybe Robbie was hired to just do this event. She's not doing it for anything. There's no benefit to her and her people that she works with, but instead to donate her time and services to this family. And I just want to say, Robbie, we appreciate you. You know, before you all clap, as you should, you know, I have a lot of people in my life that I call for things. I can call people to say, let's protest. I can call people to say, can you organize this or that? And I can call Mario and say, let's shut the street down. My girlfriends, Nakia and Karen, I can call and say, help donate to this cause. Everybody is not going to do the same thing. And we should not put the burden on people to make them feel like just because they don't do what you do, that somehow they are not worthy or that they are not working towards freedom. So planning an event like this today is working towards freedom and justice for our people. And so I want Robbie to know that this, what you have done, is a part of our movement. And we appreciate you for your time, your service, and your dedication. Thank you so much. And I will say this and pass the microphone along. Jennifer Williams and I, some people see us and they think that we just like, you know, oh, you just got to know her because she's a celebrity and, you know, you want to be, they tell me all the time, I'm a clout chaser and I want to be a celebrity. Like, oh, you a wannabe and you just want to be friends with other people because they're celebrities. Right, who is they? That's not your thing. Who is they? On anything. And some of your friends and family be thinking the same thing. In fact, they have. Because they said, oh, friends have said, oh, you know, why are you friends with her? It doesn't make sense. Jennifer and I have been friends for years and years and years. I had like 2 followers on social media, didn't even care about Instagram, just was like, nah, this is the wave, like you have to. She started posting me every few days on her page, and that's how I got my first 10,000 followers. It was from her sharing her platform with me. Jennifer is one of the most special people I have ever met in my life. She is sweet, she is kind, she is gentle, she is calm, she is peaceful, she is loving, and she is giving. But she is not out here in these streets with her boots on protesting with me on a regular basis. Now, what we do together, we do other things. We brunch on Sundays, but we don't do this together. So when she called me one day and said, I am so mad about SHANQUELLA Robinson, what can I do? And that's all you want as a leader, is not to force your friends, but that they will come along on their own. That they will find ways to get involved and bring their platform to your movement. And so when she called me and said, what can I do? I said, well, the family wants to start a foundation. Will you come to Charlotte? And she said, I'll be there. And so that's how we got here, because Jennifer asked me. It wasn't that I called her and said, can you make an appearance to help us sell tickets? She asked, what can she do? And that's why she's here today. So I just want to thank my friend so much for coming and being here. So with that being said, it's on you next, please.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. And I just want to say, I have to correct you because I have been on the front line. Not every day.
Boots on all the time. Yeah, all the time.
I definitely do. I definitely do. And I'm not screaming from the mountaintops, but I support Tamika. I love what she's doing. I've known Tamika for, I don't even know, we're definitely working with our show. And absolutely, it's been over a decade, and she is one of my closest friends. So anything I can do to support her, I will definitely do that. And absolutely, I was outraged because I can't understand how there is actual footage and video of this young, beautiful Black woman being murdered on tape. And there has been absolutely no consequence justice. And I have been around people that you think are your friends, and they have pushed you in compromising situations. So I felt for this young woman, and I didn't know what I could do to support, but when Tamika told me about the family doing the foundation, I said, absolutely, I will be here. And I had to take a red eye from LA last night. I have been working nonstop, but I was not going to miss this. So I'm happy to be here. I'm going to continue to support the family. I am hoping that justice happens sooner than later. So I support the family, condolences to the mom, and whatever I can do moving forward, I'm here.
The lawyer can speak. The lawyer knows everything. Oh, Sunshine's gonna talk to him. So why don't you ask us some questions to do lawyer work?
Here I am doing lawyer work, guys. This is it. This is what it looks like. Actually looks very boring. But in this case, it's been great. But you're not gonna see the lawyer work for this case every day because it would be very uninteresting. It would get edited out of the final footage because I'm on the phone arguing with people very politely because I like to use honey first if I can and then vinegar. That's just how I was raised. And sending emails and writing letters to Interpol and writing letters to the FBI and writing letters to President Biden. So it looks very uninteresting, but sorry. And we don't have microphones there. We just have phones. But it looks super uninteresting, but it's every single day because pressure busts pipes. So we have to keep the pressure on. So it's very uninteresting background stuff that you're not really gonna see on Instagram. And even if it was on Instagram, you'd be like, what is she doing? She's sitting at a desk, I don't get it. What does that mean? Why is there a hashtag? I don't understand. It would be fun. But the good part about the work is that it's the most important work of our time. Black women have to be protected. They should be protected. And so I don't mind the grind and the boring part of it. I did do something very unorthodox in this particular case, which is just sitting down, thinking about the case, thinking about what to do, thinking about how this could have been me because I travel with alone, sometimes with friends, sometimes with people that we're just going on the trip together, but we're not close. It could literally have been me. Just what to do. And normally I would do the very uninteresting things and sit in the office and write letters and argue with people over the phone, but because it's Mexico, there's a language barrier. So I went to Mexico. I asked Miss Fondy if she thought it was okay, if it was a good idea. And she said, yes, we need somebody to go there for us. And so I got the team, I got a PI, we got an armed security guard, we got an armored car, and we went to Mexico like we knew what was going on. Like if I had a book that was telling me how to go to investigate the death of a young Black woman in Mexico, like went over there like, yeah, that's what I did. I know exactly what to do here. Did not. But what we did do was start from where the event happened in the villa and worked our way out. And we were able to meet with a lot of people that interacted with the Cabo Six, the people that interacted with the medical staff, and people who could help us put the pieces together. And then eventually, when the government figured out that I was there, we were able to meet with the Attorney General and get actual case files and stuff from their investigation. And really the purpose of the trip was to find out if we were being ping-ponged. So the US government was saying, hey, this is Mexico's case. And everybody online, the internet, were telling me, oh, well, there's nothing you can do, Suan, because it's Mexico, you're not Mexican. Which is just not true. So I decided to go to Mexico to find out where was the ball, who was responsible for the stop in the case. And Mexico was very transparent. Eventually, after a small kidnapping incident, and I'm here, they were very transparent. They gave us their files and they said this case is a top priority for us because tourism is a very important industry, but not only just that, we don't want people to feel unsafe here. And so we want this case to be solved. So we've investigated this case thoroughly. We've submitted everything to the FBI and Interpol. And we're waiting on your government to do what they need to do. We've done everything. And we're not just saying that with our words. We're going to send you home with 4,000 pages of documents to prove that we've done all this work, which they did. And so when we came back is when we started to the heavy political process that is extradition, which is trying, in this particular case, to have the U.S. government extradite a U.S. citizen to Mexico to be prosecuted because the FBI has declined to to file charges. To be clear, I know there's a lot of rumor and conjecture about what can be done. I get inundated with emails and DMs, which I appreciate. People telling me what to do. I appreciate everyone's engagement. The only charge that the U.S. government can file against a U.S. citizen that commits a crime overseas under the treaty, you take notes, you can record it, is murder. Okay, so please stop DMing me about other crimes. And I wish the treaty could prosecute them for recording SHANQUELLA. I wish they could prosecute them for battery. I wish they could be prosecuted for posting the video, but that is not available under the treaty. Okay, I'm only sharing it with you guys, not because I want you to stop DMing me. I just don't want you to spend your energy on that. I want you to spend your energy sending emails to the State Department and asking them to prioritize the extradition of the individuals who have been named in the Mexican investigation as responsible for the death of SHANQUELLA Robinson. I can say it again later, but that's where we are. It's a very singular focus. The State Department has to prioritize SHANQUELLA's case, and they have to move the extradition process. There's cases where extradition happens. It takes 4 to 5 years. We don't want 4 to 5 years to pass by because we've all seen the first 48. We're well past 48 hours on this case. So we need to do it now. So that's where our focus is right now. It's getting the State Department to actually walk over to the fax machine. I know I'm aging myself and get the paperwork, read it, and make a decision about the extradition. That's what we need. That's where the pressure needs to be put. So to the extent that you want to put energy into the case, it's not going to help to DM me about these statutes that you research online, even though I respect the research, okay? I do see them, I respond if I can. But not where we need to put the energy. The energy has to be on supporting the family, and it has to be on the State Department. Those are the two things that we're working towards right now. And then, as people said earlier, which I'm not saying at all, I am only repeating what was said earlier. If you saw the combo sticks, I heard people were saying that they were going to confront them or something. I don't know. I'm not saying to do that. I'm saying that's what other people were saying. They were advised. I don't have any advice on that. And matter of fact, none of this is legal advice. I'm just saying. I'm just here at a brunch, hanging out with family. Okay. So I say all of that to, one, show you how detailed and boring my job really is, because I'm sure that wasn't as exciting as when anybody else was talking. But I wanted to be clear. I want us to be on one accord with respect to what we have to do going forward. And please, I love the energy here. I love that you guys are here. I know how much work it takes just to get up in the morning, just to deal with family, do what you have to do for yourselves. So it does mean a lot that everyone got ready, got dressed, and came here today to support this organization, this family. Please be ready when we call, because there's going to be times where we need the numbers, we need you to use your individual platforms. And like Tamika said, everyone has their lane. There's many paths to a revolution. Everybody has their lane. If you do hair, you do the best hair. You do makeup, you do that the best. Because everybody's watching, everybody's looking, everybody has their eyes. And most importantly, for the media, it's present. And what happens in these cases is they try to tear down the victim when it's a black woman. Or a black man, because we're just talking about SHANQUELLA. They will try to assassinate the person's character. They will try to talk about when they jaywalked, maybe spit on a sidewalk when they're in fourth grade, create stories, and we do not need to feed into anything like that. Not to say SHANQUELLA was perfect, but she was perfect to us, number one, and no one, it doesn't matter, deserved what happened to her.
That's right.
No one. So that's why I'm going to close and pass the mic to say, please put the energy where it's needed. You're going to share information, which I appreciate. Shank and Ms. Parker, they're on YouTube, and they use their platforms to discuss the case. So I appreciate them. Thank you for being positive for that. Stay positive, man. They share factual information. That's the most important thing. Not made up rumors and stuff like that. They share factual information. So that's the other thing that we have to do. Stay on one accord, put the pressure where it's needed, and only be sharing factual information. Phil, I'm going to want to open the floor for any questions. But while you're doing that, please raise your hand if you have a question so that Phil can come to you. We should have some questions. Please, if you don't, okay, so Sunshine has a question, so we're gonna go to her. Please, let's ask questions, just come up with something so we can be in an engaged conversation. We got another one right here. I wanna just talk about Breonna Taylor for a moment, because unfortunately we can't be in a space where we focus on one situation at a time. It's just, it's an unnecessary, unfortunate, ugly reality that whenever we're in space meeting, we got to deal with 5 or 6 things as it relates to Black folks' business at the same time. And I want to say thank you to Mom and to Quilla, you can come around, for supporting Breonna's family. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is not just to make a pitch for the fight for justice for Breonna. It is because there are people who are even in this room right now who may not say it, but feel like it's possible that we can't win, or that nothing else will happen. And so I want you to just walk down this quick memory lane with us. I can give her this one. I want to walk down this quick memory lane. So you know that in Kentucky, all of you were waiting to see what would happen with the special prosecutor for the murder of Breonna Taylor. And then we all had that horrible letdown that there was no indictment filed against those officers. And my son, who's here with me today, one of the 4, we are 2 of the 4 co-founders of Until Freedom. And so many people worked to try to get the indictment from Daniel Cameron, who is the current Attorney General, running for governor, which we cannot allow that to happen. That's for another day's conversation. And people were outraged when there was no indictment. And so a lot of people left the fight because, you know, all of us, we have but so much capacity. I mean, when you were saying it's hard to get up in the morning, and the fact that you even have to pull yourself together to move forward. I mean, we just saw yesterday in
Dollar General in Jacksonville, Florida. A white man went in there and shot and killed multiple people. And so just being able to survive every day is hell. It's hard. Being black, being a woman, being a black woman in this society is no joke. We go through so much. And so to think that they would let us down in the way that they did, people went home. They said, listen, we moved to Kentucky for 4 months. We lived there fighting every day for Breonna Taylor. And for us to have that letdown at the end, I can tell you that it was a gut punch. It was horrible. But we continued to fight. We continue alongside, we have to mention and bring into this space Attorney Ben Crump, Attorney Juanita Vega, Attorney Sam Aguiar. I work with attorneys who are in the movement, not attorneys who are making money off the movement, but attorneys who are actually in the movement. And so, you know, when Ben and all of us, we stood there and we were so devastated, but we didn't stop. We continued to apply pressure. We continued to collect signatures, petitions for the Justice Department, for the federal government to look at the case. And after so much time went by, where we just didn't know, because guess what? I have no faith in the federal government about anything. Bonnie can tell you, when we first spoke, I said, I'll tell you right now, if you believe that just because a few people from the feds or the police department or whatever, they called you and they spoke nice to you, that they're going to do something without there being real pressure, it's not going to happen. And here we are today, still. She now understands, we all understand. We know what happens when it comes to Black women. But we put up an immense amount of work and pressure into the fight for Breonna Taylor. And people who stayed, we continue to multiply that. We went out, we organized new people, we got new advocates, and we had a bunch of people who were committed to the fight who never left. And as a result, there are now indictments for 4 officers. So I'm just saying that to say to you all, don't give up. Don't walk away, don't turn away. We have to stay. We cannot let the Cabo people, I don't even want them to be called, I struggle with the Cabo thing because it gives like a fly name to people who are really, really effed up, right? And we have to let them know that we never stop. So that whether you confront them or not, because we're not saying that they should be confronted, because that's not advice that we would ever give. But they certainly should know in every space, wherever they work, whatever they do, that people have not stopped fighting, that the person working the cubicle next to them is out at a rally, a protest, writing a letter to see to it that they be arrested, indicted, and convicted. That's how it goes. Arrested, indicted, and convicted, and serve time for the murder of SHANQUELLA Robinson. My first question is, you said the State Department, are they aware of all 6 people? Because in the media, it looked as if they were just going after the one person that they saw in the video. Do they know the names of all of those?
It's the FBI. So FBI had a file on Martin Luther King, was minding his business and trying to get us some freedom. So they know everything. They know exactly who the people are. I'm sure they know exactly where they are. They're here in the United States. They claim they have spoken to these individuals. So they're aware of who they are and they know who's on the trip. We've sent them letters. I've sent them the entire case file from Mexico, which they should already have, but went ahead and did it as a backup redundancy. We posted a public letter that we did. Ms. Mondi sent them a letter. So they're aware of all the individuals that were involved. Mexico has only named one individual, which is the person who's in the video. if there's multiple people, then there's multiple witnesses and people who can obviously discuss and know what occurred in the house. So that's kind of the issue. They have to do their job. But the good news is Mexico has done their job, and we just need for the State Department to approve the extradition.
I don't need a microphone. I just, can you hear me? Yeah? Can you hear me? Okay. Two things. One, it's sad to see that like with social media, you have all this proof and it's still not enough. So that really bothers me. And Mom, my condolences to you because I'm a mom with a son and I can't even imagine what you're going through. I saw your daughter's video and it hurts that no one responded to you immediately. I can't fathom that. My heart bleeds for you. My question to you is, did these kids' parents reach out to you at all? And as the attorney, have you spoken to them? To the parents that were, these kids are involved.
No. And they're not, to be fair, they're not kids.
They're not.
These are grown-ass men and women that have jobs, that go to the club, maybe they'll cry. So I don't want us to talk about them as if they're children. They're not kids. They know exactly what happened. They know exactly that there was something wrong. Obviously, they're aware that their activities and what happened is wrapped up in the death of SHANQUELLA. They're aware of that. So the bare minimum would be to reach out to Ms. Martin. That's the bare minimum. And no, I think, you know, their parents haven't reached out to her, they haven't reached out to me. But they know what's happening. And that's why, as Civic said, it's so important to keep that pressure on so that they don't think things are quiet and they're safe and it's fine. They got away with it because they're not. Because we're coming, even though I'm torn on that strategy, because sometimes it's better to come under the cover of night. It just depends. But I can come under the cover of night. But no, they have not. And I think it would be obviously beneficial just for community resolution for them to have reached out to Ms. Mondi and said something. But they haven't done that. They haven't done that, which to me indicates a consciousness of guilt. That's all it's true. All right.
Good afternoon. I just have a question. You mentioned about State Department policies. What I'm curious about is voting season is coming up, right? So with President Biden being in place, it may not be the opportunity for him to become president again. How does our vote impact the movement of the states?
Please vote in local elections. Everybody gets so swept up in the presidential election, which I'm not saying it's important, but at this particular moment, 45, because I don't say his name, packed up the Supreme Court, so that's kind of a wrap right now. We have to deal with what's there. But your local elections, who are going to be the judges, who's going to be the U.S. attorney, who's the person who would file charges if the FBI did a proper investigation, we vote for those people. And no one focuses on their local elections. So when I'm going with the family to the U.S. attorney or to Congress people that are elected in your region, they're looking confused because they're not used to having to be accountable to anyone because no one even paid attention and voted to get them there. And when I say no one, I mean us. Like, we're not out in the numbers that we need to be for local elections, which are the actual things that would affect a case like this. Like, let's say the 6 are indicted. They're going to go to a jury trial. Who are going to be the jurors? Who's going to be the judge? You have to vote in your local elections, and you have to show up for jury duty, even though I know we're socialized to call people and say, how can I get out of jury duty? Please stop doing that, y'all. I've been practicing 17 years as a trial attorney in court, not like in an office. And it is very aggravating because I can't say to the pool of jurors, we need black people, y'all. So can y'all hang out? I'm allowed to say that. So I'm gonna say it now. We need black people, y'all. Please stay. And the most important thing about the jury service is not to deselect yourself from the jury pool. So when you're there, they ask you a question, you tell the truth, obviously. Your life experience as a black person, as an intersectionality of being a black woman, makes you more qualified to judge the facts of the case. Stop saying you can't serve on the jury because it's in the Bible that only God can judge. It's not in the Bible. That was a Tupac lyric. It's not in the Bible. It's not there. And you're not judging the person, you're judging the facts. And I'm only going on that tangent because I know a lot of times we spend a lot of time being upset over verdicts, people being found guilty, not guilty, how much time. But we're not voting in local elections for these judges that are making the decisions, or the U.S. attorneys that are indicting people, or the local officials who right now, in this particular case, to bring it back, doing a damn thing. They're not doing anything. So please, vote in your local election. Oh, go back, okay. Okay, we're gonna go back to jury. I just want you to talk about the jury selection thing because I know for a fact people have a list of lies. It's like but it's not necessarily lies, but there are things they say like, well, I don't like people. That's not relevant when you've been in jury. And people really do not want to serve jury duty, and they don't know that. I had someone say to me one time that when a jury is responsible for deciding your future or your destiny, wouldn't you want it to be people who kind of look like you, right? And unfortunately, white folks know that, and they love jury duty. They love it. And so most of the time when Pookie goes up before a jury, your son and you in court with your child, right? And then you hoping that these people you're looking at identify with some of the root causes of your issues or whatever the case may be. There's nobody there that either looks like you or even cares about your issues, because most of us are talking about we don't like the system anyway, and I got other things to do, and I'm unavailable, and this and that and the third, and trying to find the worst things you could say to get out of the process. But can you talk about seriously like what happens then? Okay. So not deselecting yourself from jury duty includes teachers. All my teachers, I love teachers so much. I don't even know how y'all do it. Please don't say I have testing. I can't stay here because I got to do testing for these kids at the school. Because guess what? The child that's being prosecuted needs you there as well. And so if we start to think about jury duty as our civic duty to each other, then it helps and it changes how we feel about it. And when you get the jury summons, how you act. But I think most importantly, understanding that if you do have people in your family that were arrested, or you have been through a police brutality situation, or you have been traumatized in some way by the system, that makes you more qualified to be a juror because you understand what can happen. And so when you're listening to the facts of the case, you're reviewing it through your experience. So stop thinking because you know someone that's been arrested, or you have close family members that's been arrested, or you've had bad experience with police officers, that will make you unable to be fair and impartial. You can be fair, you can be impartial, and your life experience qualifies you to that.
Hi. Hello. So my name is Candy. Okay.
Sunshine mentioned it earlier. My name is Candy Carter. I'm a 30-year television producer. We're going to be working with the family and Sue Ann to bring a docu-series about about SHANQUELLA's murder to television. The reason I want to bring this up is because I want you to know who's behind it. So I'm a Black woman. When I was at ABC News, I was the only Black executive producer in the first 15 years to showrun a show, which was The View, with Whoopi and Joy and Friends. I worked at Oprah for 15 years. The production company that we're working with is Jesse Collins Production Company. That is a Black-owned production company in Los Angeles. They do the Golden Globes, a halftime show. And so it's very important to me that we are the team behind the series. And I am literally going to leverage every ounce of celebrity and people that I've come across over the years. I've worked with Oprah, and Whoopi, and Gayle King, and you name it, and Robin Roberts, everybody. And we are going to pull all the stops to get everybody behind the series so we can really make some noise. So we need you guys to support us. When you see this, and we'll make sure that once we get the show sold and we know it's coming out, that it comes out to all of you. We need your support. We need you on social. We need you telling people to watch it. We need you to support it. This is another way that we can stand behind the movement. Like Tamika said, everybody's got boots on the ground. But I'm a TV producer with a lot of influence, and I'm going to use every piece of my 30+ years of experience to get justice for SHANQUELLA. So we hope you guys support us. More importantly, if anybody has information about anybody who can help us connect the dots, please come to me or Beth, who's here. She worked with me on the Tamron Hall show when I was the executive producer of the Tamron Hall show. We'll be here for like another hour, but we want to hear from you. Anything that can help will help the series get sold, number one, but we already have interest, so we're not worried about that. But really, we want to make sure, to Suan's point, that we have the facts right. And a big part of the series is telling everybody who SHANQUELLA is. Not who the media wants to say she is, but who she is, what an incredible family she has, and all of these incredible people in the room who love the family and love her. So we have a big mission, but we're here for it. So come see us, and thank you for letting me share that.
Thank you. I just want to say, while you're moving to bring the microphone to the next individual, I told you all the story of Sean Bell and talked about brother Joe Guzman, who I'm sure is here because his wife is has planned and is executing this fabulous event. But I do want to make sure that we acknowledge that he has stepped in the building. Joe Guzman, thank you so much for being with us. He's still here, y'all.
Okay, hello. So my name is Kim, and I am a member of the family from marriage. I've been married to the Longs for over almost 3 decades. And what I have to say is that, so no disrespect to SHANQUELLA, and I'm gonna get to that, but I was the sister of Sharika Adams, and she was killed. She was killed. I won't get into the facts of that, but if you know that story, Sharika Adams was my sister, and Monday has been there for me through that, and my aunt also. Aunt has been through that. When you talk about stories on TV, and you say that, oh no, that's not me, but then you have not one story, but 2 stories to say, that's my family. Like, that's my family. That's my family. That's my family. You all are my family. I have a story because not only am I going through that, my children have watched this also. Like, we love you. And if I had gone through that whole thing about myself, years ago, watching Sharika's story on VHS, because we didn't have phones. Too. I had to record my sister's whole story on VHS tape while I was in Baltimore, watching it every day when I got home from work. But this is a real story. And I love you, Monday. You've been there for me. You've been there for me. And if anybody of you can say, oh, it can't happen to you, it can. Real stories that show up on TV happen to you.
In the state, I want to know exactly what it is they need to push it through. The State Department. The State Department essentially deals with cases that are transnational, where it happens overseas, but it involves U.S. citizens, and they have a lot of cases. Essentially, they have a lot of work to do. Essentially, so the idea is that if we are doing things like this and keeping Shanquella's name in the media, and working with Jessica Collins, Indeed, where they're going to create a docuseries, it helps to push forward the case, her name, so that they will prioritize it. Because the Biden administration will say, well, we have all this stuff to do. And that's fine, but this is important. Shanquella was important. Protecting Black women is important. And being able to travel overseas and not have to worry that people can plot on you and harm you overseas, and that there's going to be no accountability, is something that affects all Americans. That's not a Black thing, that's not a brown thing, that's not a white thing. That's any American right now is open to where if you go overseas and you're harmed and you're killed, the U.S. government and the Black and the person comes back, there's no accountability. So it leaves that lane open. But the State Department is responsible for dealing with transnational cases. So they're the ones that have to prioritize the case and execute on the extradition that Mexico has already requested.
We just way in the back on the bottom of the tub. We need to prioritize. It needs to be prioritized.
And I was so grateful to you, Sue-Ann, for going down the civic responsibility route. And the woman who asked the question about the election season and what do we do, she was specifically asking you about old Joe and them. And I think we need to answer that question today. Yeah, of course, but the big mouth to answer the question about Joe Biden and Kamala and them, over they are, president and vice president. And the reality is that you wanted to, okay. So just to answer her question is that's why between Mario and Attorney John Burnett and others with our support, and I'm leaning on the local folks here, Sunshine and all of you, you have to continue to make it a North Carolina issue. Because they're going to be looking for states and cities to support them in the upcoming election. And we cannot allow them to believe that just because we don't like the people who are running on the other side, if you will, that somehow we have to be careful, because when we start talking about events, 501c3s, we are not here to push any particular political party. But what we are saying is that most of us in this room do not like what we hear from Ron DeSantis. We don't like what we hear from, of course, Donald Trump, and the list goes on, right? Most of us in this room. So we don't like that, and there are people who are currently in office and they know you don't like it. They start to take your vote for granted. And we cannot allow that to happen. We have to make sure that they have to, based upon the action here on the ground in Charlotte. And I know it's not easy. Again, people tired, overwhelmed, stressed, working, trying to just have Black joy or just joy with your family. But if you want to see something move, You've got to be loud enough in Charlotte and in the state of North Carolina where they feel like you have to address this issue because it could potentially be the thing, the straw that breaks the camel's back, and we don't have the type of support that we need here in the state.
I personally said, oh, Juan, you know we love you, but I want to direct this at Sue and Tamika. You gave me a renewed hope because I was one that always advocated for voting and advocated for going for jury duty. But after my daughter was killed by police and went through a complete trial and have the judge overturn my case, it was a civil suit. It was a 6 jury, jurors. And they all came to a unanimous decision, and to have the judge overturn it, and we have to fight for an appeal, which we got, it just took away all the gumption I had to even want to participate in it. So I just thank you for giving me other tools and other reasons for wanting and needing to be out there and, make my, jury selection or whatever count. And my daughter was Corinne Gaines. Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank all of you guys for coming to support my sister Monday and my niece to Paula. It's heartbreaking to see you guys here for the wrong reason. We love that you came, but I'm so sad on the inside that it's such a terrible thing that why you came. But thank you. Well, my question is for the lawyer. I would like to know if you could share with us, why did the Fed decide to push it back to the state with all that evidence that they saw? Did they decide just not, the FBI decide just not to do anything and just push it back onto the state?
So the FBI did their own investigation, allegedly. Very late, very untimely, which compromised a lot of the evidence, and decided they weren't going to file charges, which you don't agree with, but that's their decision. There's still a path to justice in this case because it is a transnational case. Mexico has done their own investigation, and they've named someone that should be arrested for the crime. The State Department has to approve Mexico being able to come in with their police, their sheriff, to get this person taken back to Mexico. The State Department has to approve an extradition. So that's why that's on the State Department. They said, well, we did the best we could with what little information we had at this late in the game that we started to work on the case. And we don't have enough to file charges. And so, fortunately, the Mexican authorities took it serious from the very beginning. And we have an entire file and a statement, which you may have seen from them. We at one point had to post everything online to kind of say, we know that the information that these things are happening and the investigation is done. And so that's why it's on the State Department, because they're the ones who have to approve, because it's American citizens who have to answer and have their accountability in another country. And so that's why the State Department has to be the ones to approve it, but they have not as of yet. So that's what we're working on. There is another path to justice. That is the path. Mexico has already done their investigation, already presented all their investigatory documents. The State Department has to approve it. And once they do, we will all know. It won't be a secret. You won't have to call me. You have to call the Congress because they'll have a federal case which will be publicly seen where they have the opportunity to fight for extradition or say there's something wrong with it or say I don't know how to do it or give whatever statement they want. They will have their main court here first before they're taken and extradited. So that is why it's on the State Department right now to approve so that process can begin. We're still involved in state people, none involved U.S. attorneys, none involved federal agents, because some of us will have to actually apprehend the individual of the extradition. It's just a different path. It's from Mexico over here. The under the treaty can only prosecute murder. And David Byron, they don't have enough for a murder charge, which is the only thing they can prosecute. So Mexico said, we're ready to go. We sent you everything. Can we start this process? And the State Department is where it lands to do that. And I appreciate you guys.
Hello, Miss Suann. First off, thank Miss Salamandra and Quilla for sharing Shankwell with me and the Rock Squad family and everyone around the world. I appreciate everything everyone is doing for her on behalf of Fight for Justice, because like the mother in back of me, I'm a mother as well. And I would love if I was in this situation for y'all to stand up for me and mine. Miss Suen, they asked me, my subscribers asked me, you reached out to Mr. Benjamin to see the status on the report that you gave them.
Oh, yes, of course.
And also, do you believe that Mexico is covering up anything?
Not anything that has to do with the extradition. I'm sure that at one point they'll have a trial. Everybody will testify and all that. But with respect to the extradition, they're extremely transparent.
Thank you, Suen.
Well, I don't have a question per se, but just more of a charge and a challenge to everyone in the room. Tamika has spoken on it, Suann has spoken on it, my sisters. My charge to everyone, and Quilla does it weekly, Mama does it weekly. So Shanquella's name don't die down on social media, especially, because that's a powerful tool and a powerful platform. Hashtag justice for Shanquella Robinson. Everybody, it takes 2 seconds to do it. Let's hashtag it. I normally do it on Wednesdays. Well, do it on Wednesday, but pick a day, do the hashtag justice for Shanquella Robinson. That way it's trending. And even those leaders that we're trying to get to make these changes and push it up, they'll get it and they'll see it on social media. It may trigger something. But justice for Shanquella Robinson, thank you to the Robinson family. Every time I get a chance, I say it. I love y'all, and I said it in December. I'm saying it again publicly. I'm with y'all to the very end. I love you. Yes.
We're here today. Let's not leave here without knowing what we're going to do next. What the next plan is.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad. Absolutely.
While we ladies here stage and allow y'all to have input on what we do.
You want to make a slide?
But before you do that, I think we should allow just to have the closing word. You have graciously joined us, and for us to just one more time and for us to all thank her for her support.
Question now, but no, I'm just grateful that I had the opportunity to be here. I myself have learned a lot more about the case, and although I did call Tamika and I was like, listen, what can I do? Sitting here listening to all you ladies talk, I realized I'm not doing enough. So I am going to make the initiative to hashtags and do whatever else I can do to for. And I ask that you all join me on that journey to do more. We have to do more. I want to see justice for this family and for her, and these people need to be held accountable.
And before the ladies leave, let me answer Sunshine's question. The day that the FBI decided that they wasn't going to press
I
charges,
really appreciate. I'm sorry if I
I
didn't
was
answer our
after
questions
the
right.
press
I
conference,
was
so
nervous.
I
I was
went
trying to
to
listen
went
back.
to other people, and
And I'm
one of
so running out of
Shaquille's
juice. I know her
friends
for
was
3
on
hours.
Batesville Road, so
But I appreciate everybody for
with
pulling up.
signs.
Man, salute to Selenium for recognizing the Shank Rock and the Rock Squad. Provides you factual information. That was huge within itself. Um, Today was powerful. Hearing from everybody. I hope you guys share this live out so we can bring more awareness. Hashtag her name, Justice for SHANQUELLA Robinson. Thank you, Ebek. I asked about your question, so I don't know if y'all heard it. Parker.
Sorry.
You was trying to keep it, I know. But yeah, hashtag her name. Keep her name alive. Keep Isaiah's name alive as well. Isaiah Allen in Milwaukee. Those families in Florida with the racial in it's just the world's coming to an end as we see. Prayer to those families for this selfish, horrific crime, that took place in Florida. Let's pray for them. It was such a sad moment hearing the mothers, and me, y'all know I get emotional, but it do when you're around a lot of mothers, and once you get around Miss Salamandra, you'll understand. And the happy Miss Salamandra that was dancing, once everybody got to talking, you could see that reliving that day, that phone call, that day she got that phone call about her daughter. So it was very touching. But again, thanks you guys for pulling up, being very supportive. Salute to Shank Rock and the Rock Squad, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank Miss Sue Ann Robinson for giving me and Shank recognition, and things like that. Salute to everybody that helped Shank with information, gather factual information on the case, and things like that. And salute to everybody that our moderators, our subscribers, they keep pushing us and keep us uplifted to keep fighting for justice for everybody, not just SHANQUELLA, but everybody, bringing awareness to these cases. Thanks you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Just please make sure you share the video for me at least, to keep her name alive for this family. And again, thanks you guys. Everybody continue having a blessed Saturday. A blessed Sunday. Look, I'm all over the place. A blessed Sunday, and I'll be back here in another hour. But again, salute to Rock Squad, salute to Shank Rock, and salute to you, Miss Wynn. Thank you for giving us recognition. Thanks to Jennifer Williams. Thanks to my son. Thanks to Tamika Mallory. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I look up to. Thanks for blessing my platform today. You know what I'm saying? Again, salute everybody. Have a blessed Sunday. And I'll see you back here in an hour.